Hello, and thanks for joining me today. This is Danny, and just taking a stroll through this little quiet neighborhood and getting ready to do some pretty exciting stuff today. I have spent a little bit of time, kind of surveying the land and thinking about what I want to do next. And I had mentioned in the last episode, at the end of the last episode, that I want to start getting into some unique buildings and tourism. So here's my plan right now. I would like to purchase this plot and kind of build a transportation network kind of connecting to the main city over here, and also connect to the highway over here, and run this through here. And then I want to build a kind of a tourist strip over here with some unique buildings, some commercial, maybe along the lake. I also want to purchase this plot next when we reach our 7,000 population, which we should do quite soon, and grab this train track and bring this over as well and use that to bring in some tourists into the area. Have a passenger train station here, and as long as we're doing that, we might as well have another passenger train station somewhere here too, so that residents can use that as part of a kind of the first part of our public transportation system. Let's get started. Actually, I'm going to start by purchasing this. I'm not sure, none of these tiles have ship connections, so I'm a little worried about that. I'm hoping that there's ship connections somewhere around here, because I do want it to use ships to bring in tourists as well. Let's see. So what I kind of had in mind was 2-lane one-way roads kind of wiggling sort of around this lake with a nice boulevard in the middle where we can have trees and other fun stuff. And some places we'll have it kind of split apart and do interesting things, and maybe have some attractions and parks in the middle with the roads kind of wrapping around. I'm going to do a little bit of off-camera work over here, just kind of getting this infrastructure laid down, and I'll pop in every once in a while to show you the progress as it's going along. Alright, I've got my main thoroughway built over here, connecting to the city over there. Got some garbage problems I'm in the middle of taking care of. And basically we've got 2-lane one-way roads going through here, and then over here they kind of widen, and we're going to have some nice touristy buildings in there. Probably going to have some commercial along the edge. Low density commercial. Extended this highway over here and right into town. And right now I've got a temporary little spur right here, just going into Main Street. And actually, people have been using that, strangely, to come home from from work. I don't know what the heck the deal is with that, but they're, instead of driving through town, they're going all the way around here. So it must be faster that way. But we do have some traffic problems over here in our forest park, and I actually just expanded our tree farm. I extended this road and created another on-ramp over there, but they're still mostly using this connection. So what I want to do is upgrade some of these roads real quickly before I get back to basically from here, this stretch to this road, and then I also want to upgrade this road to a 2-lane, and I want to destroy those farms, those tree farms, because they're holding up traffic, because trucks are stopping there to drop off goods and pick up and drop off goods. So I think that should solve this problem for the most part. And then another thing that I can do, these off-ramps are 1-lane, they're basically just 1-lane roads. They're basically one-way roads that have no stop lights. So what I'm going to do is replace... Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to replace this with a 2-lane road. Now the difference between the two are speed limit. But I have not seen any problems with doing this. But just basically replacing this with a 2-lane one-way road. That should lighten up the load there quite a bit because we have a lot of left turning traffic going into the farm area, and then the right turning into the tree farm area. Oh, we need water over there. And I'll do the same thing here. So I think the only issue is that they do have to slow down a little bit before they get on that. So what I might end up doing is extending it and having the off ramp here, and then having the 2-lane, just so that there's 2 lanes at the intersection. Do the same thing here. And let's see if that helps us. Yeah, I mean this was totally red here before, and this was pretty red too, as you just saw. We're still kind of bottlenecking here now. But it's a lot better than it was. So I'm going to get back to building my little tourism area. As you can see, our commercial demand is still... I've been kind of intentionally keeping the commercial demand somewhat high. I have not been satisfying it entirely. I've been emptying out this facility so that I can use it again. I had to create both of my landfills filled up, so I created a third one, and now what I just did is I emptied some of the garbage from here into here, because each landfill gives us 15 trucks, and all of them were in use and they weren't keeping up with the demand. So I emptied out some of this into here, and now we have 30 trucks that we can use. So right now there's 5 from here and 15 from here, or 14. Oh, whatever. So now we're using about 20 trucks, so it should help us catch up. I think when we're almost to 7,000, so we're almost to our next milestone, which I hope will allow us to start incinerating garbage. No. Oh, yes. So we'll be able to start incinerating garbage very soon. So I'm going to just try to stretch those landfills out as much as I can. Everything else in the city seems to be doing well. I did create a new neighborhood over here, which seems to be doing pretty well. It helped bring up the population. Oh, we just need to oh, yay! Alright, we've reached our big town milestone. Alright, good, because now not only can we do the incineration, which I'm excited about. Actually, I'm going to do that right away. Oh, after I place this pipe. And I'm going to start emptying out some of those landfills so that we can just get rid of them. Do the incineration. I'm actually going to probably put it over here in our commercial, or in our... Actually, I'm going to put it right on this busy road, or on this higher density road, because those garbage trucks do produce a lot of... Oh, actually, I want it on this road. Do produce a lot of traffic. Enough incineration capacity for the city so that we can get rid of the landfills completely, because landfills, I mean, they're a temporary solution. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to finish my tourism district over there, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm ready to start placing some of our first unique buildings. I think I'm going to start with a level 1 a unique building, because that seems like the right thing to do. I'm looking in the wiki, and I see the specs for these 5 different buildings, and they're all pretty much, they're very close, they're very similar. They all provide about the same amount of tourism, 50. I'm not sure what 50 means, if that means 50 per week, or I don't know, but... And then there's an attractiveness number. The statue of shopping is the most attractive. It's 6, where all the others are 5. And then there's also an entertainment value, and they're all right around 50 and 60. Although I want to do one of these too. I think I'm going to do the statue of shopping here because I'm actually planning on having commercial. And the other thing that I wanted to do is place something from the landmarks, just because, hey, I paid for them. I bought these come with a deluxe edition, and since I paid for the deluxe edition, I may as well make use out of them. So this one I will put. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to leave enough space for a pedestrian path. I'm going to put some parking here because we have these tree-lined streets which have no parking. So I'm going to put a parking lot here and maybe another one over here. Then I'm going to start zone some commercial over here. As you can see, our demand for commercial is pretty high right now. Actually, I might as well put them here too. We can have some smaller buildings in the front. Then we're going to need power. Power connections, I know. We have the metro station now. We actually have a lot of stuff now. We have the metro station, we have high density zoning now, and we have offices, which I will be placing as soon as we have some industrial demand. I'll be placing offices somewhere. I haven't decided where I'm going to put my first office park, but I'm thinking somewhere in the main city, maybe somewhere central. Oh, and we also have the university. Okay, let's do that right away. You know what? As long as we have a pretty decent transportation network over here, this might actually be a good place to put a university. Oh, but it doesn't. The range doesn't go far enough. The university does put a lot of traffic pressure on the surrounding intersections, so we're probably going to see a lot more traffic here. I did upgrade this intersection after making this highway connection. Oh yes, and we can purchase another piece of land. Oh, this is too exciting. It's like we got a whole bunch of stuff at once with this milestone. Oh, he's visiting this car park with benches. Okay. So they actually parked there to visit the parking lot. I cannot click on that one. Oh well, whatever. But they do work. They work pretty well. I've seen cars parking them to go to nearby stores. Like here, he's visiting the Brandenburg Gate. Or, yeah, Dexter, it's a he. This one, Mary Brown, is visiting the Statue of Shopping. Awesome. So our little tourism district is just starting to take off. You can see we've already got some traffic in here, and there's nothing here but fun stuff. So hopefully this will help bring up our tourism. Why don't we just take a quick peek at our tourism right now? We've got 12 weekly visitors. Of course, that is a tourist spot. Oh, here comes a tourist in their pink car. And we have no public transportation yet, so I do plan on adding that very shortly. Though it's showing us the orange buildings are places tourists like to go. The convenience store. And organic foods. And the carousel park. So our tourism is kind of scattered all over the city, but what I'm trying to do here is build a little tourism district. So I'm hoping that having these commercial areas next to touristy areas will help attract commercial buildings that are attractive to tourists. What's going on here? Not enough workers. Yeah, we need uneducated workers. I'm guessing that we're getting into the situation again where our workers are overeducated for everything. Gosh. Our high school has exceeded capacity. So I guess what I will do, we'll move this high school kind of off into this direction, and then we'll create another one over here. I love the fact that you can move. Alright, so our new tourism district is not doing well. And the main reason is workers. Our residential demand was really high, so I expanded some of our neighborhoods, and I think it is now time for our first high density residential, and I'm going to put it here on this on this street. Actually, maybe, yeah, I'm just gonna do a small area so that we can get, you know, a little apartment complex or something. I wonder if noise pollution is going to be an issue here. Oh boy, we're kind of getting close to those. But no, this should be fine here. Maybe I thought the high school would produce some noise, but I guess it doesn't. So that's cool. Why don't we just fill in this whole area? I'm going to make this curvy. For two reasons. One, to discourage through traffic, and then two, so I can keep this intersection as far away from the other two as possible. And then that should allow us to extend this quite a ways. Let's go out. Actually. Alright, Botanical Garden sounds like a nice addition. Oh, you know what? I had already decided on this mall. Mall of Moderation. The reason I decided on this is because it has a higher entertainment value than most of the level 2s, but it's relatively cheap. It's only $320 per month. Right about there. Okay. And then, so looks like we're gonna need more residential again. I finally got that balanced out. But my parking lots are getting used. That's very exciting. And they're actually using them to go places other than the parking lot itself. Visiting the Statue of Shopping right next door. Also visiting the Statue of Shopping. Yep, cool. I had a really weird situation over here before. There was somebody parked. Alright, so he's visiting the pharmacy. That's the drugstore. So he's parked here, but he's visiting pharmacy. No, that's not it. Wonder where oh, there's the pharmacy. So he's parked here, but he's visiting the pharmacy. Then I had somebody else who was parked here, and it said the guy was at home, and he lived like way the heck over here somewhere. It's like, dude, you forgot your car at the store. You better go back and get it. Go to the fire station, visiting point, corner store. Okay. Yeah, I think the parking engine in this game is pretty cool. It's a kind of a neat concept. Oh, there's a lot of parking here. What to do now is get the city up to 10,000 and start bringing in some rail lines so that we can get tourists. So we can get more tourists. Right now, our tourism has definitely gone up. We now have 21 tourists per week around. I'd like to see lots of pink. Lots of pink people running around and pink cars. Of course, we'll see a lot of that as the city gets bigger, but that's kind of what I'm hoping to make happen here. So, my next goals are building population so that we can continue to grow our commercial and tourist district and have enough workers, and also to bring the population up to 10,000. We only have a little over 1,000 to go. so that we can buy this piece of land and bring over a rail. Definitely having issues with workers. Yeah, look at this. Our tree farm is just completely falling apart. So I'm gonna start building some more neighborhoods. I think I might even build a little suburb somewhere, maybe over here or something like that, because we're kind of running out of space in here, and I don't quite want to increase the density in this area quite yet. Not ready to do that because our streets, I don't know if our streets can handle it. I don't really want to do that until I have a good public transportation system in place, because right now our streets are kind of getting close to their limits. I mean, we still have not had any backups at all in the city, so our traffic has been working really well. We haven't had any problems related to traffic. Even our tree farm is doing pretty well. Of course, that might be because a lot of it isn't even operating because they don't have enough workers. Let's see, what do we got here? Not enough workers. They only have 3 out of 16. So, alright, I'm going to stop talking and start zoning some residential. We are a small city. We've reached a population of 10,000. Yay! So we can now do trains, which I'm excited about. And we can also do hydropower, which I may or may not do, just for fun. Train station, which will bring in tourists, which is what I'm particularly interested in right now. And then the cargo train. Industrial space planning, and a few new policies. High-tech housing. High-tech housing turns homes into much cooler smart homes to raise the land value around them, slightly increase value. Cool. We might play with that in a district. Let's see, what's our next one? Next one is going to be big city. That'll be 16,000, and we'll be able to buy another plot. And that's when we can get our crematorium and our water treatment plant. I am in the middle. I just created a botanical garden here. I'm in the middle of creating a little pedestrian bridge to connect the different areas here. See a lot of pedestrians running up and down this road, and they're going all the way around the block. So I'm trying to give them a few shortcuts. The faster they can get to places, the more money they will spend, and the more tax revenue, and the better it is for our businesses, of course. I'm going to throw a couple trees in here just to make it look nice. I created a little neighborhood here, an uneducated neighborhood. There are no schools over here. Somehow people are getting educated. It seems to happen, but it takes a little longer. So it's kind of weird because there's no schools here. Although the university does cover this area, but only adults. No, actually the university doesn't cover this area. There's no education coverage here whatsoever, but somehow people manage to get educated. Maybe by watching YouTube videos, I don't know. But there they are, getting educated. But the reason I did that is because the tree farms are having a lot of trouble getting uneducated workers. And I was hoping that we could get some employees. Not complaining about workers anymore. It's really only the tree farms now. Some of their workers are overeducated, but not... See here, they've got just the right mix. And as these buildings upgrade, they're actually going to want more educated workers, but I don't think that ever happens with the tree farms. I think they're always going to want uneducated workers. I mean, how do you upgrade a tree farm? So I'm going to extend it in this direction. The office parks will kind of act as a sound buffer. They don't produce noise pollution. They'll kind of circle around the commercial that will be in the middle, and then we'll have residential on both sides. And I'm kind of going to do that all the way down this. After I purchase this plot of land, we'll have kind of residential, office, and commercial until we get down to the end, where I'm going to have a large commercial district and a large office district, perhaps around. All right, our city is growing. I just purchased this plot of land, over here, so we can now expand off in that direction. The reason I purchased it is because I want to grab some rail and run it over here into our tourism district. Another little road here, and I'm going to put my train station right there. And then I'm actually going to build a little pedestrian path. Whoops. To connect over here. Oh, hope that didn't mess that thing up. Oh, looks fine. Nice little curve. Right to the end of that street. So that really should let tourists that come in on the train, it'll give them access to this entire area. The Sims, C-I-M-S, are willing to walk quite a distance. See, oh, they've got 3 passengers. Yay! Oh, look, and a whole bunch of tourists just came in. Oh, this is exciting. This is exciting. We got our, I think this is our first, whoops. What am I trying to do? I'm all excited. Our first, nope, not that. Yeah. Our first bunch of tourists being brought in by public transportation. It's not very many. I mean, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, about 10 maybe. But hey, that's pretty exciting. Our first ones. We now have 27 tourists visiting the city every day, or every week rather. Which, you know, that's not too bad for a city this small. Oh, 26. All right, 26 passengers per week. I do wish these commercial areas weren't so loud, but juice stop. That's cool. I wonder if they have the signs in other languages. It's crunch time. Cool. Here's our planetarium. Or, wait, no, this was our... I forgot what you call this thing. The garden thing. I really like this. This is really cool. It reminds me of a just a small tourist town, like something you'd see in the middle of a national forest or something, where you've got the little one-way thoroughways kind of going through the city. A lot of people running around in the summer. Not so much in the winter here in Wisconsin. Our tourist towns in Wisconsin tend to pretty much go vacant in the winters. Except in areas where there's a lot of skiing or snowmobiling or other winter things. And here's our lake view, which is pretty much blocked by the commercial. And the big hills along the lakes. It's kind of neat. I wish that you could do some kind of development along here, like some kind of parks or something. Actually, you know what? Maybe I could get a path over here. Look at that. I love the water in this game. They did a really good job. I think they went a little overboard with it, but see, do I go up and down with the waves? No, I don't. There's our statue of shopping. Oh, I crossed the road without looking. Oops. I just got hit by a truck. Huh, that's cool. Here's my parking lot that I made. One of them. Alright, it's been fun, man. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you did, of course, please leave a like. It's easy to do. And I will see you next time when we will extend our tourism, grow our city a little bit more, and kind of start getting ready to build a downtown district. So, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Ah.